Hi, welcome back to Toni Summers Tarot. I'm Toni and I'm back again with another pick a card. This time we're going to look at love messages from your person. We're going to look at what are they really thinking about you, how they truly feel, and how they see your relationships. So let's begin by creating a sacred container where we welcome in and we invite our higher selves to please join us, as well as calling upon Christed consciousness to please join us at the table. We command our sovereignty in this time, dimension, place, and space. And we disinvite and we disallow all beings, energies, and entities of less than Christed consciousness. And now we're going to set our intentions by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We invite in now and we welcome our angels, ancestors, guardians and guides, guardians of the four corners, Mother of the Earth, Father of the Sky, and sacred ones. We call upon you. We welcome you here now. We ask you to please be present with us and please help us to understand and to interpret these messages to the best of our knowledge as we receive them. Thank you. Okay, so thank you to everyone who has already subscribed to my channel and you are a returning subscriber. I love you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. All of you who take the moment to subscribe or give me a little like or share or even a comment. That really, truly is helping my channel to grow, and I appreciate it so much. And if you haven't already, take a moment, give me a thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe. You know the drill, and I appreciate that so much. You know, and also, please, if you could, share this with someone else who might enjoy this reading. All right. You can find me elsewhere on the internet on Instagram at Toni Summers Tarot. Or if you want to book a private reading with me, the link to my Etsy shop is down below. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So we've got 3 piles today as we look at love messages from your person. So pile 1, we have a piece of rough, untumbled sapphire. Maybe if I back up a little bit, you can see it better. It doesn't want to focus very well. But a piece of rough, untumbled sapphire, pile 1. Pile 2, we have a beautiful piece of peacock stone. Peacock stone, pile 2. And pile 3, we have lazurite. Lazurite, pile 3. So let's drop down. You may even want to hit pause and just kind of close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and kind of center yourself, ground yourself, come back. And let's look one more time at pile 1, the rough sapphire, pile 2, the peacock stone, and pile 3, the lazurite. All right, so the links to the piles will be down below in the description in the comment. So I will see you at your, whichever pile you choose, I'll see you below. Welcome back, pile 1. Okay, so if you chose this piece of rough, unfinished sapphire, did you know sapphire was so dark when it was unfinished? I never knew that until I got this piece, but it's so beautiful. If you chose this piece of sapphire, let's begin with you, pile 1. Our oracle card today, it says, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So pile 1, some of you may not actually physically be with your loved one. This may be your ex, or this could be somebody who you were physically separated from, actually, space, like maybe you're in different physical places from each other. Or maybe just right now, even if you are with the person you're with, there could be some space actually between you. You know, even people who are married or long-term couples will find that relationships ebb and flow. And sometimes when the relationship is in an ebb, there's a space between you, okay? And so the message here says, my beloved, although we could be physically apart, whether it's, like I said, an actual physical separation, or maybe you're just not connecting as much and spending as much time together physically at the moment, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time, so nothing is missing. So don't listen, there's nothing to fear. The message there is there's nothing to fear, my love. I'm still with you. So let go of the fear that even if we're not together, know that all is perfect, okay? And so understand, it feels like the reason why the two of you may not be together is because, we do see this spiritually. For spiritually, we are always united. So it feels like this could be also a spiritual evolution that the both of you are going through. And sometimes when one or both of you are going through a moment where you're both spiritually evolving and shifting, you kind of put some space between the two of you so you can make room for that evolution. Okay, so let's look at the first card in our tarot. I forgot to show you the cards, pile one. We are going to look, we just looked first at the Lover's Oracle, and now we are going to look at the Souls on Fire Tarot. Okay, so card number one is, what is his or her story? What are they actually telling you? So look how beautiful. I love this card. This is a fun bonus card that comes with this deck. It says, raising consciousness. And this is exactly how I kind of read this. I felt like right now, any kind of separation between the two of you is more of a spiritual separation. So even if you are physically separated, it's because you're both going through a spiritual evolution, one or both of you, probably both of you even. And so you're spending this time alone so that you can, heal your shadows, work through what needs to be dealt with, and evolve, shift your consciousness, change, become the bigger person. And so this is what they're telling you. They're like, hey, we're not together right now because I'm really focusing on raising my own consciousness, and you should be too, okay? So that's what they are telling you, but what are they really thinking? Well, good news. They are really focusing on themselves and fixing those core wounds. This is what I call the core wound card, the Nine of Wands. This is the card of really going deep, deep, deep into those shadows and not being afraid to stand up and fight for what is yours. So yeah, I mean, what they're really doing is they are really working on themselves. And so there's nothing to be afraid of. Even if you feel the separation, even if you're already in union and you feel the separation, no, it's not about the relationship, it's about them, and they are doing the work on their behalf. So take that pause to do the work for yourself as well, okay? All right, card number three, how does he or she feel about you deep down? Look how beautiful this is. The Six of Pentacles. Both of you are really good at focusing on taking care of your own needs and taking care of fulfilling each other's needs. You're both very concerned that this is a self-fulfilling relationship, and both of you not only are able to take care of yourself, but you also want to serve each other and to take and to work with and heal each other. And so this is a beautiful mutually exclusive exchange of energy that the two of you have. And so how they really feel about you deep down, they care a lot about you. They want to give you everything, and they know that you feel the same. That is such beautiful energy, pile one. Wow. All right, card number four. How is he or she walking their talk? Look at that. They are really and truly on the path towards seeking their riches. And by riches, I mean, I don't just necessarily mean monetarily, although that could be a subsequent result of this. But this is about the things that we value, our peace of mind, our health, our own wealth, our own abundance, but also our ability to communicate and to be understood and to be seen and to be heard and to witness and to see and to hear others. This is really a whole integrative path that they are on. And so, it says, how are they walking their talk? Oh boy, are they ever. They are really, truly walking their talk. They're really focusing on raising their consciousness and meeting their own needs by addressing their core wounds, their shadows, their unhealed trauma. Yeah. And so again, pile one, there's nothing to fear here. For nothing is missing. Even if they are not there, understand nothing is missing. For in love, everything is perfect. And so just trust the divine plan here. Okay, pile one. Card number five. What are the outside influences that are impacting them on their walk? Oh my goodness, pile one, looky there. The King of Swords. This is, the king of understanding, of perception, of shifting perspective, of evolution. This is the king who it's got that rising consciousness, that evolving consciousness, that expanding consciousness. And so, the outside influences on their walk, they are really looking towards a leader who is a leader in consciousness and expansive thinking and expansive thought, and really teaching them how to seek their own fortune through controlling their vibration, controlling their thoughts. The only thing we have any control over in this whole entire world, pile one, is our reaction to any given moment and the vibration that we offer in response to that. okay? And how you respond and react is the only thing you have any control over. And so that's really what they're working on. They're really getting in control of their destiny, of their path, of their thinking, of where they're going, of trying to create a really healthy future for themselves. And as a consequence, as they raise their own vibration, they're also going to be raising and creating a very healthy future for you as well. Okay, pile one. And the very last card we have here is how he or she will be walking in 6 to 8 weeks. How will they be walking in 6 to 8 weeks? Looky, looky, looky. Page of Cups. Oh my goodness. Page of Cups. This is that unexpected offer, unexpected surprise offer. So not the thing is, you need to understand about the cup. This is, you see the little singular cup there. That's the Ace of Cups. This is the offer of love, but this is not just an offer of love. It's a happy little, in addition to, it's a little cherry on top. So it feels like in about 6 to 8 weeks, they're going to be coming back into you, whether it's, whether you are already in union, maybe the relationship turns back into a more connected, things feel more stable over the course of the next 6 to 8 weeks. Or it could be that you are actually going to be physically coming back into union for those of you who are in separation now. But it feels like they are bringing something that you don't, like I said, a little cherry on top, something that you're not expecting. A new improved them, a new way of thinking, a new way of being. It almost feels like they've unlocked the next level of themselves, and they are so excited to bring this to you and show this to you. So this is very, very beautiful energy, pile one. So there's nothing to fear. Know that they are just like the butterfly right now. They are in that cocoon. They're breaking down into mushy gel so that they can reform from that caterpillar. They don't just, caterpillar doesn't just grow wings. Caterpillar fully dissolves, and it has to reform into something beautiful, and it has to just completely break down everything, become a whole just mush of nothing before it reforms into something beautiful and glorious, and it breaks free from that shell and it flies away. That's what's going on right now, pile one. So just hang in there a few more weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. I think that they are going to be walking back towards you, a new and improved version, and they've got a lot to share with you. All right, pile one, if you enjoy this, be sure to give me a like, share, comment, subscribe, and come on back next time. Know how much I love you, and I hope you stay happy, healthy, safe, and well. Bye, pile one. Welcome back, pile two. If you chose this peacock stone, this has always been one of my favorite stones. I just think it's just so cool. Then let's see what love messages from your person await for you today. All right, we're going to start with, we're going to look at the Lover's Oracle and the Souls on Fire. We're going to begin with the Lover's Oracle. We got playfulness, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Love is the greatest healer. And so that's kind of a very important message here, this playfulness message for you, pile one. And here's why. Okay, so we're going to jump into the tarot now. Now. Card one. What is his or her story? What are they actually telling you? So this is a very strong card to get into this position. We have the Hermit Virgo. So for some of you, that you could actually be, the person you're asking about could actually be a Virgo. And if this is, in fact, you, this is definitely your message. Okay. So what they're trying to tell you is right now, they want to be left a little bit alone. They're kind of pulling back from you. And it may be a little bit confusing to you, okay, because you don't understand why. And so what they're telling you is, hey, I need to spend some time alone. I need to spend some time kind of figuring things out for myself. Okay, that's what they're telling you. So card number two, what is he or she really thinking? What are they really thinking? Because really what they're thinking about is the Four of Wands. This is what I call the marriage card. You see, you've got, it looks like the Jewish huppah. I can't say that word for some reason, huppah. And this is supposed to be actually the twin flames here. So this is what we call the wedding card. And so it's interesting, even though they're telling you they need to spend some time alone figuring things out, what they're actually thinking about is they actually are thinking about a long-term commitment with you. They want to go the distance with you. They actually can see a future with you, even though right now they're saying they're pulling back. They are thinking about a future with you. Okay, so how does he or she feel about you really deep down? And this is a very interesting card. Okay, we've got the Eight of Swords. This is feeling a little bit trapped. Okay, and this is actually feeling trapped by your own choices, by your own circumstances. So they don't feel trapped by the things you have done. They don't feel like you have trapped them. In other words, they don't feel like, you misled them and made them fall for somebody that they're not, okay? They feel trapped by their past, okay? And this is very, very important because if you can see the way that these cards are sitting, this card is actually the only card that sits underneath everything. So this is underneath. This is the past. This is what's behind them. And so it's very interesting here. So let's go back to that very first card on the Oracle before we go into the next three cards. Again, it says playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. And remember, love is the greatest healer. I think this message is very much for you, specifically, pal 2, in regards to how they are feeling and to help them. And here's why. Okay, because like I said, they're kind of going into their head. They're really thinking, when they think about you, they definitely feel this forever energy, but at the same time, their past is still haunting them. And here's the story. How they are walking their talk card 4. So here's the thing. You see, there's the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is literally like, you and them and their higher selves and your higher selves all coming together and having just this wonderful time, just joyful celebrational time together, working all together. This is it can be a lot about love, but the other thing about this is that this is also third party energy. Okay, and so this is how they're walking their talk. What's happening is I'm afraid that in the past they had a former lover, more than likely. I don't think this was them. I don't think they did this to somebody. I feel that somebody else has done this to them. I feel that they have been betrayed in the past by a third party. Their lover, they were with somebody in the past who introduced a third party. And because of that, they're having a very hard time trusting. Trusting. It's not even you. It's just trusting themselves. It's trusting themselves to make good choices, to pick the people who won't hurt them. Okay. So that's the most important thing in this story to understand. This is not the story of them not trusting you. And this is not the story of them not wanting to be with you. They do actually want to be with you. Okay. But in the past, when they've trusted, it kind of blew up in their face. And so they're a little wary right now. Okay. So moving forward, it says, what are the outside influences on their walk? So what is impacting them right now? As I said, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. So in reverse, this is literally, an offer of love that was rescinded, taken back. This is, not giving somebody the offer of love. It's love leaving and running away. And so in the past, when they've given an offer of love, it kind of bit them in the butt. And so they're just really scared. Okay. And so I kind of feel like this is a combination of not just them and their subconscious, but it could even be, as they're having this subconscious belief, if you have a subconscious belief, the world will confirm that as truth to you. You can believe a lie enough, you can be told a lie enough that you will start finding confirmations of that lie as true. You will, I could tell you the sky is green all day long, and you're gonna be like, no, it's not, it's blue. But one day here, maybe, I don't know, a year from now, maybe you're out in Oklahoma and a tornado is coming in. And if you've ever been around a tornado, sometimes the sky gets this really thick green color right before the tornado. And right there's that green sky. And you could be like, look, it's true, the sky is green. She's right. And then from that moment forward, maybe all you see is a green sky. You could convince yourself of a lie. That's kind of the thing. I think that their subconscious, because this is kind of the subconscious energy, is convincing them that if they trust, if they give you their heart, the Four of Wands, that this could happen again. And so they're very, very scared. And so they're actually, because of that, having kind of outside influences confirm this. Maybe, like every time they turn around, one of their friends is getting cheated on or is cheating with one of their, on their spouse. Or maybe, they read an article where it says, 80% of everybody cheats, or I don't know, I'm making that number up. That's not true. I'm just making that number up. I have no idea what the number is. It's probably less than that, but I hope anyway. But regardless, they'll just find the confirmational bias. And that's kind of what's happening right here, pile 2, is outside confirmational bias is kind of confirming their subconscious fears, okay? And so, and the very last card for this reading is how he or she will be walking in 6 to 8 weeks. So what will they be like 6 to 8 weeks from now? So again, this is not moving past this fear. This is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. They have this fear that if they invest a lot into this relationship, if they give you, here, let me just turn this way so we can see it. If they invest a lot in this relationship, if they give you their heart and they make this offer of love, what they're afraid of is that it's just going to not work out. They're so scared that they're going to lose it all. You see when it's in reverse how the coins are literally pouring away from him and falling away from him now. And so that's really what they're very concerned about. The thing is that they truly do care about you. But this person has gone deep into the side of their head and they're just trying to work through these past fears, subconscious worries. So let's go back to that first card, pile one. Card one, or the oracle here says, playfulness, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. And remember, love is the greatest healer. So it's not about trying to heal them by talking about their past and getting them to relive it and experience it. It's about showing them you walk the walk, you talk the talk, right? And you do the thing. You get in there and have fun with them. You bring joy to their days. You make them remember why love is the best feeling in the whole world. Remember, we are made of love and we are here to be love. That is the whole purpose of life. The creator is nothing but love, pile two. Remember that. You and every single thing around you and every single star in the universe and every single bit of stardust in this galaxy was created of love. And that's purpose is to be love. That's it. That's all we're here for. So understand that maybe they have forgotten their purpose and that you are here to help them not only remember it, but you are the light in the dark that helps them find it. Okay, pile two? I hope that you found this helpful. If you did, please be sure to give me a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Y'all come on back next time. And until I see you again, I hope that you stay very happy, healthy, safe, and well. Love you, pile two. Bye. Welcome back, pile three. If you chose this Lazarite, let's see what love messages you've got from your person. We are going to look at today the Lover's Oracle and the Souls on Fire Tarot. We'll begin with the Lover's Oracle. You've got criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So just, stepping right into it, right into the thick of it here, pile three. So it looks like there's maybe a little tension, maybe a little issues going on at home. I think it's kind of interesting that you even have three little flowers here. So, the flowers represent the potential of new growth, the potential of starting over, beginning again, okay? And things don't bloom where they're not nurtured, okay? Things can't grow where they're not nurtured and taken care of, okay? When we're criticizing one another, we are not allowing each other to grow and to bloom, okay? And so it says, criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. Okay, so it's very interesting that you pulled that, because wait till you see what your very first card is. The very first card says, what is his or her story? What are they telling you? So what are they telling you? Pile three, look at that. The Three of Swords. They're very heartbroken. So it definitely feels like the two of you are having some conflict. Could be actually separation, but there is arguments, conflict, just this energy of you're not getting along very well right now, pile three, okay? And they're hurting. This conflict between the two of you and this separation, whatever this is between the two of you, this argument, energy, it's really hurting them. I mean, it genuinely hurts the heart. They don't want to feel like this, okay? So card two says, what is he or she really thinking? What are they really thinking about you? Look there. The Hierophant. So for some of you, this could be the person that we're speaking of is a Taurus. And if it is your person is a Taurus, this is definitely your message. The Hierophant, when we talk about a Hierophant in a relationship, this is the marriage card. And the Hierophant is often seen as, a preacher or the Pope or whoever marrying the acolytes down here. And so, this person this is a long-term relationship for you, for them. You are, okay? They see you as somebody who they want to have a stable future with, a long-term committed relationship with. Also, you know, the Hierophant for me personally, anytime I see the Hierophant, this is a connection on a spiritual level, a soul level. It could even be a soulmate, okay? That's how they feel about you. It's a very, very deep connection. They feel very strongly about you. And that's why all of this is really breaking their heart, this arguing, this criticizing of each other. Could even be a physical separation of between each other. It really is, it's tearing them apart. I'm sorry if you can hear my little puppy whining outside. Okay, so card 3, how does he or she feel about you deep down? The Queen of Pentacles. So this is the energy of stability, of creating a long-term future with you that's stable, that's prosperous, that's foundationally, you know, abundant and wealthy. And so this person really wants to go create a long-term plan with you. They want to, like I said, this person is in it to win it with you and really cares a lot about you. And so if you are criticizing this person, or if you have a lot of critical words for them, it is breaking them apart. They need to know, they need to hear. I feel like this is really the love languages need to be spoken here. Words of affirmation, words of touch, acts of service. I can't remember all 5. Acts of service, words of affirmation, touch, gifts, and I don't remember the 5th one. Whatever their love language is, it is not being spoken, and the language between the two of you feels very critical, especially maybe even coming from you, pal 3, okay? So the 4th card says, how is he or she, how are they walking their talk? The Page of Pentacles, exactly. You know, this person really wants to have a long-term stable future with you, and so they're trying to find the path that is the stable path. They're seeking the thing that will work best for, you know, it's really interesting to me. This Page of Pentacle energy feels like almost like they're very almost naively trying to save a relationship by giving you what you want instead of really focusing on what they need. And so it's interesting, but I do get the energy that they love you so much, and whatever this is that's coming from and towards you is not working. It's hurting them so much that they're trying to do anything they can to show you, hey, this is stable. This is the path. The path we're on is stable. Look at me. Look at me. Everything's fine. But again, this comes across very young, naive, immature even. Card number 5, what are the outside influences on their walk? How are they being, and who or what is impacting them? Outside influences. We have the Chariot, so this is Cancer. Okay, so it could be that they are being directly impacted by a Cancer. And so for those of you who your partner is a Taurus, if they are being impacted by a Cancer, this is definitely your reading. But for real, this could be they are being impacted by a Cancer. Or let's talk about what Chariot means. Chariot means a new journey, going the distance, taking a new path. Okay, and so the outside influences is that they are actually being influenced by this new path that they have found, okay? And they're taking it very seriously. They're really investing themselves into this new path. And I feel like the reason why they're on this new path is because something you've done or said has been very critical of them, and they just want you to love them and to accept them wholly, and to see them as somebody who can give you a future, okay? That's what they want. They want you to fully and unconditionally love them. And so they're willing to change and to go down whatever path it takes for you to, you know, not criticize them, but just to love them unconditionally. I'm just going to say, pal 1, if that is your story, that's not healthy, okay? Somebody shouldn't change for you. They should change for themselves. And so if this person, like I said, there's this energy of them being kind of young and naive. And so if you recognize this is your story, you need to please ask them not to change for you, but to change for themselves. And the only person who should be changing for you is you. Okay? And to recognize that and to say that to them. Okay? I'm just your friendly free tarot reader here on YouTube, but you know, life advice. Take it or leave it. All right, and last card. How will he or she be walking in 6 to 8 weeks? How will they be walking? And that's the thing right here. The 7 of Wands. You see how the little boy went from smiling to frowning? That's because this journey he's on is not the one he's supposed to be on. He is not supposed to, he, she, or they are not supposed to be changing, seeking a new version of themselves for you. The journey that they're supposed to be on is a path seeking their own treasures and their own truths and their own higher self, and shifting into a higher consciousness for themselves. And so the path that they are on for you and becoming who you want them to be isn't working. And in 6 to 8 weeks, you are definitely going to be witnessing this. This is, being defensive, but coming from a higher place. And so it's having to defend, really and truly, it's having to defend yourself against unnecessary, unwanted, and unhelpful criticism. Okay, so understand that criticism is probably going to come back to bite you in the butt here in about 6 to 8 weeks, pile 3, because it may be right now appearing that they're changing because you ask them to, and they're like, yeah, okay, that's what I need to do to make this relationship work. But they're going to find out here probably sooner than later that is not who they are, and that is not what is in their best and highest interest, and they're going to let you understand that is not working for them in about 6 to 8 weeks. All right, pile 3, if you found this helpful, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Y'all come on back. Until next time I see you, know how much I love you, pile 3, and I hope that you stay happy, healthy, safe, and well. Bye, y'all.